What's at stake tonight? I can't wait. Week 11 begins this evening on Prime Video, right here on the Roku portal. Commanders and Eagles, one of 4 division games this week. That also includes the blood sport rivalry between the Packers and the Bears. And you've got the Bears with an offensive coordinator switch. You've got the Seahawks coming off their bye in desperate need of a win. The 49ers trying to get their footing going on. That's another one. Ravens, Steelers, 2 of the best in the National Football League.
Let's go.
Steelers on a nice roll with Russell Wilson. Ravens coming off of an exhilarating game 1 week ago tonight, an overtime win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Pardon me, not overtime, but a game in which the Bengals were trying to just win in the final throws. It was their first game that they played that was overtime. At any rate, those are your 4 divisional games, and then you've got the Chiefs taking on the Bills on top of it. Bengals here up the road needing to come up with a win against a 6-3 Chargers team. Just a terrific weekend of football, all starting off tonight between the Commanders and the Eagles. Would you like to know the last time the Commanders were 8-3? If they win tonight, they would be 8-3. Best I could tell.
2012?
Best I can tell. No, sir. That 2012 season, they were 10-6, but they were not 8-3 to start.
Okay.
I'll check on that just to make sure. That is correct. In that season, in 2012. Best on I can tell, it was their Super Bowl winning season of 1991 when they were 14-2.
Whoa. Wow.
After that 14-2 season in 1991, they had 10 wins in 99, 10 wins in 2005, 10 wins in 2012. And they haven't had a double-digit win season since 2012.
Yeah, in 2012, they were 3-6 and then 1 out before making the playoffs.
Tonight, the Washington Commanders are the team that can look the Philadelphia Eagles in the eye and say, not this year. Because Cowboys and the Giants haven't been able to do that yet. And Jaden Daniels comes in at 7-3, coming off of a difficult loss at home to the Steelers. And what he is doing in his first 10 games as a rookie is just beyond impressive. And he and this Commanders team have an opportunity to show everybody that the first 10 games are not just like a nice, neat little story going on in the Mid-Atlantic. That they are not only a nice little story, but a big-ass threat in the entire conference, let alone that division. Because that's what's at stake. That's what's at stake. Eagles win tonight. They're 8-2. The Commanders lose 2 in a row in just a span of 5 days, and they're 7-4. And they are looking up at a 2-game deficit in the loss column. And if the Commanders win this one, they are 8-3. They are a half game better than the Eagles, but they have that golden ticket W in their back pocket. I talk about it all the time. The best win you can come up with in the National Football League is a win on the road in division. That's the one. And if the Commanders come up with that tonight and they wipe the taste of that loss to the Steelers right out of their mouths and they go into Philadelphia, they put Philadelphia right into the bucket of, yeah, but who have you really beaten? Because Philadelphia, coming off their bye, they beat Cleveland at home. They won at the Giants. Cincinnati was a very impressive win in my book. But if the Bengals fall to 4-7 by the end of Sunday night, who have you really beaten when you beat Jacksonville at home? And you need to really scratch and claw to do that. You needed an N'Kobe Dean pick of Trevor Lawrence. That, by the way, turned out to be the last throw Trevor Lawrence has attempted in this league.
Maybe this season.
And then at Dallas, when we all know Dallas is less than. And in case you're wondering what happened in that game in any way, shape, or form, just look at TJ's corner. At any rate.
Sorry, TJ.
No idea he was about to catch a stray, which is my favorite. Which is my favorite stray.
Oh, it's just,
on a dart, just to see if anybody's awake.
It's unnecessary. It's just all I'm saying.
So that's what the Commanders can do. Hey, nice 5-game win streak you got there, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's
Who
cute.
did you really beat? Because we just came into your house and we just won. And this is what is at stake, the division. Because the NFC East, this is unbelievable. According to NFL Network research, if you can put up the NFC East standings, if you don't mind. The NFC East currently has a 3.5 game gap between the second place team and third place team, Commanders and Cowboys. That's the largest gap between the second and third place teams in any division through 10 weeks this decade.
Wow.
And the Eagles and Commanders, according to NFL Network, combined have a 99.7% chance to win the NFC East in 2024. The Cowboys make up the final 0.3%. The Giants are at full blue Tarski, 0.0.
0.3%.
That's
TJ,
it.
there, you got a chance.
So what you're saying is there's a chance. Come on, man. We're not mathematically eliminated.
I'm saying there's a chance,
right?
which means the NFC East will have a different winner than the previous season for a 20th straight year.
Maybe.
That's the longest streak without a repeated division champ in NFL history. I'm
That is
sorry.
insane.
0.3%.
With all due respect to the 0.3%,
Okay.
I don't mean a hawk Tua on that 0.3%.
Listen, guy, why are you going to make it worse by doing that? Tranquilo. We got a chance.
We talking playoffs or what?
We are not, unfortunately, for the Giants. But again, that's it, right? That's it. And Jaden Daniels can come into Jalen Hurts' house and come out with the win, just like he went into Joe Burrow's house and nobody thought that he could come out with that win on that Monday night in week number 3 and send the Bengals to 0-3. It's the same exact setup. Oh, yeah. Nice start you got there, Commanders. Too bad you're going to go into Cincinnati. You can't win that one under the lights. Oh, yeah. Nice 7-3 start you got, Washington. You can't go into Philadelphia in a short week with the way the Eagles are just on tilt right now, defensively and offensively, and come in and just end the party, can you? Can't wait for it tonight. Right here on the Roku portal on Prime Video.
Who are you taking?
I'm still going back and forth on it. But I'm leaning towards Washington right now.
Oh, okay.
Stay tuned to the end of the show. I'll take my finger off that chess piece.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
You know I can't quit
Eagles
him.
disrespect, man.
It's not.
Disrespect.
I don't know. I just like the way the Commanders have had some. The Commanders and the Bears, the Commanders and the Steelers.
Commanders have gotten pretty lucky.
Dude, you could sit there and say that the Commanders have played the Ravens, the Bears. And you could say the Bears are less than, but I'm sorry.
I mean,
the Steelers.
If the Giants have a kicker, they lose to the Giants.
Arizona. I mean, they have been more battle tested in the last 5 weeks than the Philadelphia Eagles.
I don't know about
Oh, really?
that.
Okay.
They played the Giants, Bears, and Panthers.
Who?
The Commanders. Those teams
Bears, but that Bears
those teams
team-
are terrible.
Not the Bears team that they had in their house coming off their bye. They're about to lose that game to the Bears. The Bears of that day were not the Bears of the last 2 weeks.
They scored 16 points.
I get it. I understand. I'm leaning. I'm not saying
All
that I'm
right,
making that
all
decision just yet. You asked the question. I'm answering it.
All right.
The disrespect is real.
So
They've beaten two good teams.
that's my my setup. So you're taking the Eagles.
For sure.
You're taking the Eagles, TJ?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
I'll go. You know how I feel about both of these teams, but at this point, I know. Washington football team. Go ahead, do your thing. Whatever.
All right. Wow.
No.
But the bottom line, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
All right,
But
well, it seems
the
like you're
the bottom line is though, nobody coming into this season thought it would be the Commanders in Week 11 that would be standing in the Eagles' way of potentially
that is true
winning this division.
Oh, you thought that?
Except I did.
Really?
Let's go back to the. Let's go back to the NFC East standings preseason.
You had them finishing second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Two salutes, sir.
Thank you.
I tip my cap to you.
He gives
even though I'm not wearing a cap.
He uses a lot of his overreaction, though.
No,
opinions.
That's not overreaction Monday. He's
know,
when we predicted the division.
That was predicting. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
But
So.
I see how you do
Well done.
sometimes.
Thanks, TJ.
Well done. You had the Cowboys third, though, right?
I did.
Okay, very good. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.